Hello everybody, this is Havin Almasi. We are back here as always at the Kerbal Space Program Center. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get in today.
Yeah, this is Havin show. Let's play.
So we don't have a lot of parts available and we cannot get a lot of parts because we need more science. But what we can do is we can try and pick up some of these missions to get some money. That Kerbal is really loud too. That is not just me, is it? How do I make him a little bit quieter? I guess that is voices. Um, So let's look at the mission, see what we can test today. Oh, this is not mission center. What we can test today to get a little bit of stuff. Actually, we have a pretty good advance on this. We could probably get enough to upgrade the center so we can do EVAs, which will get us a little bit of science. Test Separaton when orbiting gives us fair amount of money, little bit of science. That is pretty easy to do. We can just throw a Separaton on our craft to test when we are orbiting. We could use some RT-10s to launch with. It doesn't give us any. It is $50. That is not worth it to do special thing. Mark 16 parachute. We could probably swing that on the way back. Alright. So what does it give us though? It gives us a little bit of money. It gives us quite a bit of reputation. 46, I think that is a lot. So we'll do that. And LV9, I think that is the little one. It's little. I'm not 100% sure though. It gives us 4 science, little bit of money. Let's not worry about that. Let's see how far we can get. Let's build a little craft. We'll get running. See how much it costs if we can expand the thingy so we can get out of the spacecraft in space. We'll do that before we go. But let's build simple mooncraft today. Put a parachute on there. See if we can make it all the way to the moon. I don't know. I don't have pro parts. I don't know how big deal electricity factors in vanilla game. It has been so long since I've played it. I know that when I'm using all these other mods I use, I have to put lots of electricity and things on the craft so that it works right. So let's build a little lander. Well, let's build little landing craft. Oh, we can't build landing craft. We don't have a small enough engine. Alright. So here's what we will do. We'll try to go to the moon. We will not land on it, but we will go to there. So we want lighter engine, and then we're going to put structural part, and then we need interstage for orbital and translunar burn. Is that a real thing, or did I just make that all up? I honestly don't know anymore if that is something that I do or something that I make up. So let's. How do I want to do this? I want to have plenty of fuel, but not a lot of weight. We need. We don't have. Okay, we can't do asparagus stage. We do not have that capability yet. But what we can do is make a simple engine cluster. Just like this. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Alright, so we make our engine cluster. We get our lighter engines. Actually, let's make the middle one gimbal so that will give us a little bit more momentum. And that will be orbital stage / translunar, hopefully. And put this here, that decoupler. And now we need to get up high into space. Simplest way to do this is to simply use a whole bunch of SRBs. Never have too many SRB. Put it all the way down there. Do that and that. Or we have simple rocket design. Will this get us to the moon? Possibly. I don't want to say definitely. It is possible. It is not probable, it is possible. So this will get us up pretty high, this should get us rest of the way to orbit, and then this maybe gets us to the moon, and then free return trajectory. But other than that, we'll not do much more than flyby. So this costs $16,000, that is actually not bad. So we will call this the shoot for, because it is shoot for moon. I will call it Mark 1 because we'll probably end up changing it after it kills all our Kerbals. Oh, and we decided that we needed separate run for when you know, we are in orbit to test. So just need a couple of those. Let's check our staging, make sure it works. We only want parachute and last stage. Let's go ahead and we'll I don't know whichever one of those I want first. We'll put them up here for now. We can always move that depending on when we get to orbit. Because if we do not get to orbit here, this does not work, and we have to use this. I want to make sure that I do not accidentally engage those before I mean to. So that will disconnect there, and those will go. I have all these in the same stage. That disconnects there, and these all burn at once. That is very perfect. Wonder if... I'll bet you I don't need all these thrusts for this little craft. So let's pop this down to like 70%. And we'll put the middle one down to 70%-ish. Alright, very good. So now we save. That is all there is to it. This is how the magic happens. Let's go before we go. I want to get crew reports from space over all the different biomes. And I probably should do mission where I have Kerbal walk around and pick up all the things from space. Actually, I wonder if it is still that way. I know they changed all the biomes. But I want to get... not that. I want to expand this so that we can perform EVAs. And they can also perform flag capture, so that is good too. They spent a lot of money. That costs a lot of money. If this rocket does not go to the moon, it will bankrupt me. I just want to say that to you right now, that you understand that this is the last rocket we will ever launch. Game might end here. Okay, so let's go ahead and launch it anyway. What the heck? If game fails, if we all die, it sounds like my problem. I'm just going to say. It will be 3-part series. It will be like mini-series television event. Havin fails at science. And I forgot to put struts on this thing. Which I'll tell you right now it's going to cost me. So we're going to revert to vehicle assembly. Some people consider that cheat, but I like to think that if NASA is making spacecraft and they see it on the launch pad and it is flopping all about because they forgot to put structural support, that they would, you know, stop and revert to vehicle assembly. Right. I would like, if there is anybody watching now that is from NASA, I would like you to confirm this for me. It doesn't have to be true, okay? Just tell me that is what you do from NASA. And that is appreciated. Again, does not have to be true, just has to be in the writing. Alright, so we put our struts in. Now it says too many parts. Okay. So how many parts do I have? I have 42. Alright, so we have to be a little bit more efficient with strut placement. So I guess we don't need these. We'll just put the ones that go to the center part. And we'll move them up a little bit. Still need to get rid of 6 more struts. Oh boy. Okay, so it is a lot of nonsense I have to get rid of. I don't know that I can get rid of that many struts. I could get rid of those things, but I think my rocket parts might overheat. Right, so I guess we will get rid of those ones. And it is still not enough. So we'll get rid of those ones. Okay, so now it is flying death trap. Save, let's go. Let's do this. Havin will pull it off. I am pretty good at this game. I don't know if I've mentioned that. Alright, it is very floppy still, but that is okay. We're going to give it a shot. Alright, 3 to 1, act off. Okay, this is already looking pretty bad. Because we are not launching straight line. We are going slightly curved. And that slightly curved is going to change the more we go up. Let's get our map going. So that we can see this terrain wreck in action. Yeah, we are pitching over way too much. We are pitching over way more than I really want to. We might have to abort. Maybe I can abort and salvage some of the parts of this craft. But it is not going to be before solid fuel burns out. If solid fuel does not burn out, then we are going to crash into... Okay, we'll be fine. We will have to abort, we will have to land. We'll have to land the top part of this thing. It is okay, I'm experienced pilot. We will get this done. Alright. So we will get ourselves pitch up a little bit. We could probably still go to space. Let's go to space. What the heck? Let's see if we can get some signs. Maybe we can test our separatons. There is nothing wrong with that. With testing separatron in space and getting credit for all this nonsense that we have to do. We were a little bit worried. They were solid fuel boosters. They were supposed to do different things. They did not the thing that they're supposed to do. We'll still go to space. This mission is salvageable. It is no longer moon mission, okay, but it is orbital mission. We'll get some EVA. We'll do these tests. We'll get maybe a little bit of money from it. Hopefully enough to salvage space program that we have ruined. Friend from NASA that is talking about reverting to vehicle assembly for me, put in something about this where you say that this is what NASA does all the time. You launch a rocket without testing it and it goes sideways and you just eject it and you just go to orbit. You're like, we're supposed to go to moon, things did not go well, let's just go to orbit anyway. We change on the fly. So we are proceeding exactly according to plan right now. Alright, now I'm just a little bit concerned that we're not going to make it into orbit. Because angle of attack was wrong. I should have gone up a little bit more before I started pitching. I am pitched too far forward, I'm not getting enough ups, as the kids say. That's alright, we'll escape atmosphere, we'll get some EVA. At this point we have changed mission priority again. That is what we have done. Is our middle engine burnout? No, it isn't. That is still going. Alright. Middle engine is all we have now, that is all we need. That is going to get us high up into space. Let's go ahead and pitch down. We will lose these bottom engines pretty quick. Alright, so heading towards apoapse. It is really trippy to not see all the other information here. To not have access to all of these things. Stability, assist, prograde, retrograde. Are they red? Does that mean we can? Oh, that means that you're not doing it. Let's point prograde. It is never a bad idea to point prograde. Let's do time warp. Alright. Very close to apoapse. Let's burn off the rest of this engine so we can dump it. That was perfect. Get rid of it. Separate. Let's see how close to orbit that we can get. Deploy engine at full burn. Actually, we're accelerating pretty quickly. I think we're still going to get orbit. This is the thing where I should probably not second guess myself until it is last minute, when it is all about to fail, because then I like to think that if I just from the start say, oh, this is going to work, this is going to work, it makes me look smarter when things succeed against the odds. Like I knew at the start it would fail, okay? I said that in vehicle assembly lab, that the ship was going to blow up and everybody was going to die. Now that didn't happen, so now if I just said from start, no matter how bad it goes, it will all be okay. You would have thought, Havin, you are a space hero. You have done everything perfect, even though that could not be done perfect. It is my acknowledgement. I saw your craft design, I saw it in the vehicle assembly laboratory, and I saw that it was horrible and it could not succeed, and here you are, you have succeeded. That is your magic power, okay? It's success person. It is not climb walls with hands and feet. It is not fly. It is not super, radioactive things that come out of my face. It is, I just succeed where everybody else fail. So now we are orbit, which means we can fulfill one obligation. Where is our separate run? Oh, we have to be 87.3 to 91,000. So we got to bump ourselves up a little bit more. 87.3, so we'll get it right there when we come around. Let's time warp and get ourselves over there. And watch out. We use almost no electrical charge, so I don't think that will be issue when we finally get to go to moon. Which mission was going to pay money? Was it the separate run or was it the Mark 16? Because I'm very confident that the separate run will test okay. Not very confident about the parachute, getting it down at the right speed at the right time. But alright, we point prograde. Actually, let's point on retrograde. Because we'll start our descending burn with the separate ones. We'll use that force to assist us in our descent. Because we're just going to go down onto the Earth. Or whatever this thing is that we're orbiting. What we got to do, once that green check mark comes, we hit spacebar. It will activate separate run because that is next stage. And we'll get cash money. Just like a NASA. Alright, I should have time warp a little bit more, I am thinking. You are watching timer with me and you're thinking, Havin, wouldn't it be nice if you would come out of time warp like 10 seconds later and then we would be alright where we're supposed to be right now? Because the apoapsis is higher than it needs to be. Okay, there we go. 50 separate run. And we got $13,000. That might very well save our space program. And we got 8 science, so maybe we can get some more science things. Alright, so let's do some extra vehicular activity. This is what I don't like. Every time my EVA, my Kerbal falls. He does not stick to ladder, so I got to play this game to get him to grab back on, and then 9 times out of 10 he falls right back off. But that is not my problem, that is his problem, because if he dies, then, you know. So that was space seconds above Carbon's water, I believe. How do I get back in? Oh, he fell off again. The EVA is hectic. I wonder if it is like this in real life. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's fast forward until we are over land a little bit. And then we are going to have him come out again. And do some more EVA, possibly over the shore. Come on, Kerbal, do not fall. EVA report over Tundra. That is another 8 science. Fast forward a little bit. I think these are mountains here. Maybe that is different biome. Oh, so close to not falling off when you eject. Alright, well, shoot. That is okay. That is okay. It happens all the time. I'm trained astronaut. Maybe a report over highlands. That is more science. I have to go to camera free. I think that is why I'm falling off. Because I was in default camera mode. You have to change. Oh, there's some desert. There's something else between here and desert. Let's see what does that look like. Is that a new area? Highland still. So it's a reset experiment. Until okay, we cannot fast forward when we have Kerbal out. So we put Kerbal back in. We fast forward a little bit more. Is this desert like it looks like? It is desert. Let's get some desert EVA. Look at this guy. Jubadiah Kerman that's getting all kinds of activities. You know, let's land in the desert. I think that will be a good place for us to land. So, we are going to point retrograde. Were there buttons there before? Do I not get buttons anymore? Why do I? Because I do not have the CS on. Alright. So we keep pointing retrograde. Burn off all our fuel. Okay, we will not land. Well, we might land in desert. Depends on how fast we come down, heat atmosphere. I really should install some kind of flight aerodynamics model for friction and all that, because vanilla game is not super realistic. It is baseline realistic, but not super so. So fast forward, we hit the atmosphere. We're going to land in water, but maybe we can have our curve collect some water and bring it back, and that will get us even more science, because you get a lot of science for picking up the ground. Very a lot of science. Oh, that's right, we have one more mission to do. We have to... Right, between 8100 meters and 15,500 meters we have to deploy this parachute. So keep that in mind. Watch for these green check marks, but we have to be between this speed and this speed. That is tricky part. I think we'll be okay. I think that is good range to get good speed. We'll hit will time warp. We'll hit turn off SAS. Let ourselves spin freely. There is no problem with re-entering atmosphere in wild free spin, okay? Anyone tells you otherwise is lying. Just let the craft fall however it wants to fall. That is how airplanes work, okay? Take it from me. Airplanes, they just throw them in the air. They glide until they don't. It is the same concept with paper. You play this game when you are a child. I've watched you. This is the thing that has happened. Do not pretend like it is not. Alright, so we are nearing target altitude, but we are way too fast. We're going to have to hit button at just the right moment, and that moment is now. Perfect. That gave us very little money, but some good reputation, which will allow us to get more lucrative contract. Alright, so we are in home stretch. Let's just fast forward until we are in the water. We'll get some water parts, put them in the craft, and we'll collect all of our science. And then we will spend that money on all the other things that we need. Wonder if we will survive water landing. Put your bets in now. 10 to 1 odds that we do not survive. Or that we do survive. Whatever one. We are very unlikely to survive, whichever way that goes. I'm not experienced gambler. Alright. So that we did. Let's recover it. Oh no, we want to get some water. We want to get some water out. So we got to rotate our craft so he can get back in, which I like. Lock it in. We EVA. And we let go. And let's get EVA report. They don't really need space. I might have already gotten this one. Can he collect samples or does he need special... Alright, I guess he needs special advancement in order to collect samples. So I'll just have him get back in the craft. And recover the vessel. Early game is a little bit not exciting. There's not a lot you can do. When you play sandbox, you can do whatever you want. But that is the fun of career mode. You kind of have to earn all of your nonsense. Even if it makes for a lot of early missions that are not always super exciting. But there's no XP gain. I don't understand why he's not gaining XP. He gets mission, he completes it, he survive. Alright. So we have a little bit of money, we've got science. Let's go spend some science. Let's get better parts. Let's get better lander parts. We got a little... I want the fuel ducts. Can I afford? I cannot afford anywhere near that. I can get probe parts. Maybe I could send a nice probe to moon. You know, let's try that, because if I... Oh, you know what, but I think I need photovoltaic panels. Because I don't think these go very far without electricity much. Okay, so also I cannot afford that science anyway. All I can afford is this one. All I can afford is parachute one. Radial parachute, landing legs, little engine. I like the little engine, but it is not going to help me. So we do not have enough science to do anything real with it. Let's go ahead and check in this mission control, see if there's any good missions for us. Alright, let's see what new missions we've got. Rescue Gregbert. Ooh, this will be a fun mission. We can rescue Gregbert. This I can do. This will actually be pretty easy mission and this will be fun to watch. Let's rescue Gregbert super quick. I don't know what just fell. I'm not going to comment on it. Something fell. It angered my dog. That is between me and my dog. Alright, so let's scrap this design. It is not quite what we need. What we do need... I think this will do better if we get rid of all this nonsense. Let's... don't know that I want to do that. We need a launcher that is not going to explode and is not going to cause all kinds of problems. So here's what we'll do. We'll try this. It should... Here's the deal. It will either shoot me straight up or it will explode or both. But it will not do neither. We have a person that we need to save. And it is very important that we save them. So we're going to do that right now. Alright, we have 2 more parts. Here's what we need to do. We need to have a place for him to go. We're going to jam that on there. This is simple craft. It is rescuer craft. Alright. It will do better than the last craft we built. But Gregbert is in danger. Let's get up there and save him right now. There is no time for dilly-dally. There is no time for conversation. There is a man whose life is in danger. We have failed first mission. Okay, we did not fail it. We succeed by different standards. But now... Oh, did we... Okay, good. We accept mission. He's not that high up. Alright, folks, let's get there ASAP. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we are blowing it. We are blowing it. Come on, there we go. That was auspicious start to rescue mission. But that is okay, all is not lost. We will plunge skyward. Okay? Sky is the word. Okay, we're ganging aft. We are ganging aft. Best laid plans and all that. Not as bad as last time though, see I was right about that. Not as bad as last time. If we can hold straight just a little bit longer, mission will still go off without a hitch. Alright, this is very good, kind of, sort of. No, it is not. Need that engine to burn out now so I can eject it. Alright, we are okay. We are alright, folks. Mission is still on track. This is what happens when you do not plan an way, shape, or form. Do not do the mathematics. Do not plot thrust versus weight ratios and all of this. This is what happens. But you do not need to be scientists to fly. You fly by seat of plans, you do this Havin's way. We get there. It is dark out. I should have done data at launch. Because this has to be very horrible to watch everything. It's kind of beautiful. Look at the mountaintops. Alright, what are we doing? We're getting up through the atmosphere. Let's start our fake gravity turn. We will turn towards the sky to this direction. I think that is the east. In our vaguely phallic shaped craft. Okay, who are we kidding? It is not vaguely phallic shaped. Alright, we are moving right along. We are not going to run out of fuel this fast this time. Because we are already at 20,000 meters. Alright. Watch the skies, boys. Watch the skies. I should have waited for Gregbert to come to closer position. Now I've got to wait several rotations to get to him. I was too compulsive. I was too excited to save human life, or Kerbal life, whatever they are called. Have we figured out if they are plants yet? Because that one guy said that they weren't, but he was holding fingers behind the back, I think, crossing them. Taunting me with his fingers. Alright, we are okay. Let's go ahead, and once we hit 55,000 meters, we'll start burning straight prograde. maybe not 55,000, maybe closer to 50, maybe closer to 45 actually, the way we are turning about. Let's go to now, straight prograde. And we will run till this is at about 80,000 meters, I believe that is all we need for right now, because we want this guy to catch up with us a little bit. Alright. Easy does it. Gets it to 70 so we can use real time warp. Let's burn out a little bit. Use up the last of this fuel so we can dump the heavy engines. This up to 90. Alright, we are okay. Get that there. A little bit closer to epoapes. Burn out these engines now. Pick up what speed we can. Check these engines. Push away. Alright, now we go to orbital burn. I know what you are thinking. You are thinking, Havin, you're failing again, or you thought that. But now you are thinking, oh wow, Havin, you are actually doing pretty good job at this. I mean, you were failing. We're going to be completely honest with that. You were failing. It seemed, because everything was going wrong. But then, you pulled it off. Alright, so we will check. Oh, we cannot... Are you kidding me? We cannot see how close we are to this fellow. We're going to have to eyeball this. We are going to have to eyeball Gregbert Kerben. You've got to be kidding me. We're going to have to eyeball this. Okay, I'm very good at this game, but I'm not good at this nonsense of eyeball. Alright, how much fuel do we have? We have enough where I can not screw this up too terribly much. Alright, we got to get a little bit closer to one lap. Who's about to do this? Alright. We need to push that. This is horrible. Okay, I did not realize this when I select this mission. We have to push our parallax a little bit out because we want to line it right up with his. What I need is sending, descending node. Prograde. That is pretty close. Alright, let's see how close this gets us. The wheel gets pretty close. Oh, now he has overtaken us. Alright, we are far away. Alright, so we point prograde. He should be quite a ways up and to the left. Can we see him? Is it him? There he is. Alright. Have we? Okay, we have not select. Alright, so we have to do this little bit by the seat of the pants. Okay, we are way too far apart really to effectively... Oh, this is fighting me, that is why. That is why I hit on prograde, retrograde. Oh, this is back here. Alright, we need to kill our relative velocity. And we're 32 kilometers away. That is not terrible. But what we want is to be moving straight towards him. Alright, how is our apoapse paraapse? Are we going to dip in the atmosphere? No, we are not. So now what we do is we let ourselves get a little bit closer. 31 kilometers. 29, 28. Okay, we're starting to variate. It is fine, bring us back. We still have plenty of fuel to pull this thing off. Moving towards target now at 146 meters a second. Make sure that we're not going to dip in atmosphere. Alright, we're getting very close to him now. We want to start slowing down. Couple more seconds. Alright, now we start slow down. This is how pros make a rendezvous. Alright, you saw me get up there, you saw me make lots of mistakes, you thought, Havin, you cannot possibly pull this off because you do not have your target marker. You have not been paying attention, okay? This is what I do. This is non-scientific flying, okay? Flying without thinking, that is what I specialize in. A ball in space. That is practical impracticality. Alright, we have crossed over his plane, so now we are starting to move away. It is alright. Keep that reticle where it needs to be. Alright, we are within 1 meter now, or 1000 meters. Which is exactly where we want to be, almost. 1000 meters, 900 meters, 800 meters, 700 meters. Come on, Gregbert. We are coming for you. Hang in there, Mr. Miss. I don't know if these things have gender. Don't die on me, Gregbert. Think of the children that you will someday not have because you are probably have no gender that is discernible by modern science standards. There we go, we are on collision course. Okay. Okay, we were on collision course and then we passed him. That is danger of time warp. He's probably thinking now that we have forgotten about him. Alright, so we'll do this again, but this time better. Time warp a little bit. 30 meters, start slowing down. 20 meters. 15 meters. 10 meters, okay, let's stop. Oh. Retrograde. What we want to do is we want to stop. We'll come as close to stop as we can. Switch over to Gregbert. Oh, I don't know what that craft is trying to do, but that is okay. Come on, Gregbert. Make your way to us. Oop, grab on. Do EVA while you are at it. It is Highlands again, that is alright. Congratulations everybody, clap, 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 we did it. Let's get the heck out of the sky. Point to retrograde. And let's fall from the sky. It is good right there. We'll land in water. Nice soft water landing. I am very excited about today. Look at this. Look at the. I do not remember spinning this wildly in other updates. I remember if I took off SAS, it actually fell exactly like you would want it to fall. It weighted itself correctly. The heat shield and all that. But now it spins wildly. Is it part of pilot program? I like it though, it gives it a better sense of wonder. But we have a little bit of fuel left, so we will try power descent so that we could salvage maybe some of these parts we have at the bottom of craft. Save a little bit of money. We're going to need money, I'll be honest with you. Well, this one should have... Yeah, give me a little bit of money. I think it will give me more money when I rescue him, but I will not promise anything. I did this mission more for two reasons. One, to be hero, that is always my motivation, and also for fun, because the rescue mission is fun. Time warp. Whoa, 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 whoa. Took an hour. Has it been an hour already? It has probably been an hour already. It's been at least 40 minutes. Alright. Oh, we still have step returns on craft. We probably didn't need those. Let's use those, burn off a little bit of descent speed. That was alright. And now we launch parachute. This forward a little bit until we get closer to 500 meters. 3, 2, 1. Get there. Should be alright. Just don't want to hit it full speed with parachute in case it decides to crack. Alright, that's the nice thing about sea level, is that this is accurate. I do not have to look at my radar. I know I'm exactly 100 meters above sea level, because below me is sea level. Okay, this is probably not good. That was a little bit weird, but we did it. We are home, recover vessel. Complete mission. Congratulations, Havin. They said you couldn't do it. Let's face it, they knew we couldn't do it, but we did it anyway. That is because we did it together as team. Got some data, worth 0.3 science. Got some parts, worth $700. Got some crew. I got an XP gain for Gregbert, whoever the heck that is again. And I got all $60,000. Space program saved. Well done, everybody. Alright, I will end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching and staying tuned, even though it seemed like this was going to be the last episode. It is instead this beginning of New Space Era. We are now all heroes. It is official. If it wasn't official already, which it was. But have a good night. Oh wait, wait till the game. What did we do to the Havin in KSP? We spent a lot of money. We wasted a lot of money, let's be honest. But we saved a person. And that person doesn't care how much money we waste. That being said, goodbye, folks.